Jumbo fellow adventurers, Mike Dooley, and it's time for a spiritual tune-up. This is where I answer your questions Monday through Friday, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. Post them below right now, and your question may be my talking point tomorrow. Thanks for the continued well wishes. I am still coughing. I sound way worse than I feel. I'm on the mend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see if we can get through this. Today's question is kind of a heartbreaker and so much honesty. And I know that we all carry around grief to a degree for our own earlier mistakes that have affected other people. And I want to tell you, get yourself off that hook. You don't deserve to be there. Listen to this question. Mike, I've messed up badly as a parent, and now my child suffers from terrible self-doubt like I have. How do I turn this around? How do I have compassion for myself, even when I know I have made major mistakes that have adversely affected other people? How do I find peace for both of us? This is all about how to forgive yourself. Let me remind you of the obvious. And I'm not making light of what you have put yourself through. And I'm so sorry for it. I can feel it. Nobody signed up to be a perfect parent. Nobody signed up to live a perfect life. Nobody signed up thinking there would be no mistakes. We signed up knowing we would be imperfect, that we would find ourselves utterly lost, that we would panic and freak out and lash out. We all knew that this was part of the terrain. We chose to be alive during a very primitive time in the arc of our spiritual evolution. We could have just said, hey, let me know when you're all living on floating clouds and everybody has all needs taken care of, and that's when I'm going to show up for my first incarnation. That's not your style. You wanted it all. You'd be like, I'm going to be a pioneer. I'm going to go there and I'm going to fall down. I'm going to be the first to make a mistake. I'm going to be the first to learn from that mistake. I'm going to know hatred and I'm going to know love. I want it all. And here you are living that. And the people that signed up with you wanted the same thing. Nobody signed up saying, now I'm only going to go if my mom's perfect, if my dad's just the bee's knees. I'm only going to go if you guys get your act together. It's like, no, look, I'm going to be fumbling around and you're going to be fumbling around. We're both going to be fumbling around, but there's going to be love everywhere. There's going to be infinite possibilities for our rebounding, our comebacks, our scaling to the top of the mountain, even though we were hopelessly or seemingly so lost before we got there. We're in this together. And we marched locked arm in arm into these sacred jungles of time and space. Nobody expected you to be perfect. You have done as well as anybody could have ever done in your shoes. You have done as well as Jesus Christ could have done in your shoes. Now, in your shoes, in my shoes, that means nobody could have done better because you are God in your shoes. Your shoes have tainted your vision, your clarity by design. We knew this would happen. Hey, it's all playing out in the palm of God's hand and it's going to be okay. So in your shoes, now, I could never have been, okay, that's a bad tangent, me comparing myself to Jesus, and it wasn't going to be what you think. But being born as we were, with our own unique stories, our own prior lives, our own perhaps complicated relationships that were unfinished in prior experiences, brought us here to a certain playing level, perfect for the lessons we needed to learn, not perfect to live a perfect life. So, cut yourself some slack. You did the best you knew to do. You're a hero. You had courage. You stood up to the beast. You did your absolute best. And so has everyone, no matter how to the contrary that may seem. And I know that that's a lot to give everyone. And some people have tripped and stumbled so badly. But look, there's no one who hasn't made mistakes. And there's no one who hasn't made mistakes. Those mistakes of which didn't affect adversely other people. Everyone watching this right now has made mistakes that adversely affected other people. So if we just went around feeling terrible about that, we'd never be able to pick ourselves back up. The way you make amends, the way you move forward is just you do the best you can in each new moment. And you let your love be known. So to those that you've wronged, that you've made mistakes, that you've trespassed against, tell them, man, look, I'm straight up sorry. I really blew it. I don't know how to make it up to you. Don't know if I can ever make it up to you. If they won't have a conversation with you, in the unseen, all of this is squared away. Friendships are rekindled. Laughter is followed by a life review, and everyone sees things with a proper perspective. But another key point that I wanted to make in all of this is that when we choose our lifetimes, we know that the people around us are going to be fallible. Okay? And I can point to mistakes my mom and dad made indisputably. But I have it within me to not make those mistakes. And your kids have it within them to learn better and to know better and not make your mistakes. Your kids have it within them to realize you did your best. And whether you realize it or not now, whether they realize it or not now, everyone is doing their best. And everyone will know this one day. So you just do the best you can to press on forward in spite of the mistakes that you've already made, because they're the mistakes I've made, and they're the mistakes that everybody else has made. No one was randomly exposed to your confusion. Your confusion would only have been in their realm if they also had something to learn from it. Can you see this sometimes in families? They're all learning patience, or they're all learning, well, I don't want to, you can just see they're all learning self-discipline, or they're all, families group together because they're all learning the same lesson. So if one of them makes this mistake that the others were going to make anyway, but they make it first, that doesn't make them a bad person. You're in it together. We're all in it together. I hope I made my point. Sorry for the coughing. I feel way better than I sound. Please post your questions down below. And hey, as you may know, I have a number of courses available at Hay House, my publisher Hay House. And they have my Playing the Matrix material, which is my core life's work. And today and tomorrow, yesterday as well, are the only 3 days this year. They're selling for half off my Playing the Matrix for Love and Relationships. So hey, kind of fits in with the topic. That was a serendipity. If you'd like some help living deliberately, creating consciously, crafting, finding, honing, improving, repairing relationships of the loving kind, of the romantic kind, or of the friendship kind, click the link below on Facebook, swipe up on Instagram, and you'll find my Playing the Matrix Laser Focus course on love and relationships. Okay, everybody, thanks for letting me do this. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll spare you the goodbyes just so I don't cough anymore. Okay, tally ho amigos. Hasta la pronto.